everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Texans coming in at 5-2, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 5-2. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. Break.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Texans coming in at 5-2, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 5-2. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They go Wildcat. It's Irvin. They'll run with Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Wentz will keep it. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a Wildcat formation here.
Let's go!
Now Miller will take the direct snap. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the 1st carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
1st play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick surveying the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Swayze Waters now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And the Texans scoop it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And that was a little tough to watch. You kept thinking he might be able to get away, then you watched him just keep going further and further backward.
Just fall down. Just fall down at some point instead of getting driven back into your own end zone. That play's definitely not salvageable.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Now Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Swayze Waters now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up to your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always said, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he will find his man on the outside. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now look at him go. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And now out comes Houston. Miller, the lone setback. On first down, Wentz. No gain, and it's second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Wentz again. A hit as he throws there in.
Would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need to protect him, but unluckily, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On play action, it's Wentz finding time. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing is Wentz. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, it's Wentz. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Now Elliott.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way good.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Here we go.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Miller, the lone setback. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They come out here in the eye. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Steps right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Wentz now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
On second down, here's Wentz. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure it's... Something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Being chased out left. Smith catches left side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He's got time in the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And it's 4th down. Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They begin with a run by Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A final shot before half for Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
To throw, Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Texans take possession. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
All right, here we go.
Wentz to throw on second down. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Trying to lay one up deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Deep drop. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
A first down carry by Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Kaepernick. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drive.
Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he fins him off. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. DJ Reader in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
No, check, Patriot! All right, here we go.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Wentz. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wentz on third down. Caught left side, Hopkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go to Elliott again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come out here in the I. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards on the play. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Second down, here's Kaepernick. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy? Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet. Oh, you're going big. I like that. Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go. 10 ounce, 16 ounce. Porterhouse. Fine. So the D-line's going to spread out. Kaepernick now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Kaepernick to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it? Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision. Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Good! You got tight. You got tight right there. All right, here we go. Good. Here we go now.
On second down, here's Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. And this defense, they needed that 1 more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that 1 more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a 2-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, booze in a brand new uniform. Barely commune with the horde. sword. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will, the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Haunted by the thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a missing a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right. Or a torso hung on a warping spine of a portion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month. And the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.